Hey, it's Hunter at Forbes Kia in New Minas, and the Town of Kentville has a charger at the Kentville Centennial Arena, and I just happen to know the guy who runs the place. So we're going to go have a little meeting with Kevin Bennett and see what he thinks about the all-new Soul EV.
Help you?
Hey there, buddy. How's it going?
Hey, Hunter. How are you?
Good, man. So I hear you've had a charger since 2017. I brought the new Soul EV with me from Forbes Kia, and I'm just wondering if you can show me how that works.
100%.
Awesome. Let's take a look. So the Soul EV, what do you think of the look so far?
It's pretty sharp. It matches the branding of the Kentville trucks too.
Not bad
nice
at all.
Blue. Yeah, it's a nice looking car.
Cool. So your charger, I parked right in front of it there. So just wondering if you can kind of show us how it works.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, Hunter. So you'll see in the front of the car, as you know, you got your electric plug-in here. So little push button. Open that up. Right here, we see your plug-in for your vehicle. Right. So there's your plug. So what you do at this point, come over to our charging station, which we got from Sun Country Highway, which is a registered charging station that you can find online. Grab your charger, coil. Simple as that. And you just heard a click on the machine. It is now indicating that you're charging. So this is 100% free. We don't charge anybody to use this. This was a purchased 3 years ago, as you said, in 2017. Our environmental committee got a grant for this, so we put this in as a pilot project to see what the reception was like as far as electric charging stations.
And what's the response been like, Kevin?
It's been every day. Every day we have somebody here using this. When it breaks down, I said to you earlier, when it breaks down, we hear about it. Sun Country contacts us and lets us know that we have a malfunction in the unit, but every day there's somebody using it.
So my question to you is, have you ever driven an electric vehicle?
I think I'm ashamed to say that in 2020 I've never driven an electric vehicle.
Well, what do you say we change that today?
I say we jump in and go.
All right, let's give her a go.
Okay.
All right, Kevin, so first off, the question is,
What do I do now?
so right here, there's a start-stop button. Give that a push. Put your foot on the brake and push that start-stop button.
Right here?
Yep.
Can't hear nothing.
Just like that.
Is it running?
It's running.
Except not really.
So there's your range right on the dash there.
Okay.
262 kilometers.
Nice.
So that's it.
So we're ready to go.
We're ready to go. So we have the shifter here.
Looks like
There you go. You're in reverse.
Wow. And we're off. Hunter, this reminds me of back in the day, a day in the life of Kevin Bennett.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we are just driving around.
So full disclosure, you and I have been buddies for what, 25 years now?
Yes.
So we've had some fun in the past with vehicles over the years. I always think, guess what car I always think of for when I think about the vehicles that you've owned in the past?
I think you probably think about the Beretta.
That's right. So what was that, an 89 Beretta?
That was a 1989 baby blue Chevy Beretta.
That's right.
With a rockin' sound system.
It sure did. So speaking of sound, what do you think about the sound driving this vehicle right now?
It takes a minute to get used to the fact that you don't hear a Hemi at your foot pedal, which is what I'm used to, but it's pretty neat. I don't notice it too much now that I'm driving.
So when you're driving around in your 89 Beretta, do you ever think you'd see the day where you're driving around in a vehicle that's completely on electric power?
No, I did not. I mean, but I also didn't see the day when we'd have an iPhone either. So no, it's the technology and the advancements in these vehicles is pretty amazing, really.
So what are your initial reactions? I know we've only been out it for a few minutes though, but is it what you expected? Is it different than what you expected?
It's probably a little bit different than what I expected. I didn't expect there to be a lot of response, say, when you hit the throttle, gas pedal. So my stereotypical opinion of an electric vehicle is that there's not a lot of pep there, but it felt like I was driving a normal car as far as the power is concerned. And yeah, it was comfortable. It was good.
Now, we talked about the charging station at the arena being there for about a few years now, since 2017. There is talk, you were saying, about the town of Kentville about putting even more in.
Yeah, we've received, I think, from a budgetary side and a planning side from the environmental committee to do 2 more stations. So I think we're going through the process now of determining where those stations will better serve the community, whether that's another one at the arena, possibly at Town Hall, we're not sure yet, but I think look for 2 more stations to come in the near future. And I'm sure moving forward, you'll see more and more as the town starts to discuss the possibility of greening up our fleet as well.
Electric cars, man, I think they're the future.
I think I need a car. I don't need a truck.
There you go. I appreciate you taking the time today, Kevin, man. How about you drive me back to the arena, would you?
I'd be happy to.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
A nice cool day like today, man. We got heated seats and ventilated seats. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the good stuff right there.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
USB plugs.
Navigation.
Big navigation.
NHL radio there, bud, for listening to all that information about the Montreal Canadiens and their off season. What do you think about that?
I think the Montreal Canadiens have really loaded up. I'm excited for what they have to offer. I just would wish it gets started, but you know, my team got better. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well, my team got a little older. You think?
Your team got a little older. I think they're investing in some lockers for a couple of those guys. They're certainly, their average age has gone up quite a bit over the last couple of months, but should be interesting nonetheless.
I think Jumbo Joe's going to look good in blue and white.
Jumbo Joe and the big beard, yeah. So for everybody out there, kind of, this is where it all started with you and I. We kind of started doing these Leafs Habs things on
back in my radio days.
Back in your radio days, and kind of became fairly popular over those years, and we had a lot of fun with it.
That's right, so we didn't want to disappoint.
That's right. We always said we have a face for radio.
Yeah, especially with masks on now.
Now with these masks on, it's very evident we have a face for radio. A little head whip there when I hit the throttle, so it was, again, I'm really surprised at the pickup. So when you're on the highway, I feel like I would feel pretty comfortable on the highway getting out in a passing lane, which again, I didn't expect. I did not expect to be that responsive, to be honest.
So Kevin, as we look here on the monitor, we can see our battery charge, and we can see how many kilometers of range.
Yeah.
And look where it shows our closest station here.
The good old Kentville Centennial Arena.
Right on the screen. So you don't have to guess, you can see where your closest stations are. It's right in the system.
That's neat. And it looks like you can search for upcoming stations too.
Exactly. Kevin, what's it been like with COVID-19 at the Kentville Centennial Arena? I know everyone's had their challenges. We're in a difficult time here in 2020, but I see the ice is in, so that must be good news.
It's good news. We opened August 16th. We committed here to at the town to get our building open to allow people to get back doing what they really enjoy doing. It's been challenging, to say the least, running a public facility like this, dealing with COVID-19. but we think we have put a lot of our processes in place and a lot of checks in place to, you know, keep the community at least feeling safe and keeping it welcoming as well.
Well, I know the community definitely appreciates the work you put in. I know it doesn't stop when the hockey season's end. You're working all through the year, so
Yeah.
I know on behalf of everyone, we appreciate what you're doing to make sure that families, especially those that have hockey players in the family, can still go about a certain degree of normalcy anyway.
Certain degree. I mean, again, there's still restrictions on the amount of people that we can put in the building, but parents are, I think, superb. Like, very appreciative, very understanding, and it's not us making the rules. You know, we're just doing the best we can to follow the public health guidelines.
All right, well, I won't take up too much more of your time today, sir. It's always a good time seeing you, and hey, maybe we'll see you for that electric car in the near future.
Oh, you never know. Never know. I had a good time in that car.
All right, thanks a lot, Kevin. Appreciate it.
No, thanks, Hunter, for coming. Listen, I'd offer you a chance to go out and have a skate on the ice if I thought you could skate.
Well, we all know I can't do that. The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, hey.